Good peoples of the internet, welcome back to Live Talk with Moses Beauchamp Jr. Hopefully, you're having an amazing day as I'm having an awesome day. Today, once again, we're discussing the fact that Miss Nancy Guthrie is still missing 46 days later. We're going to listen to some of Arizona's politics. We're going to talk about this investigation, questions that most of us have, and what is it that they're not saying about this case here. So with that, we're going to get right into it. We're going to go live to Arizona as 856 Tucson is out there live and direct from outside of Nancy Guthrie's home. There's really not much going on at this moment, but as we seeing out of the blue, something just pops off. Yesterday, the feds were there asking the neighbors questions. The deputies came zooming through and rode up in somebody's house there and started searching in the back. So, there's always something that just pops up. So we're going to get into it. We're going to get into it and see what's going on today. 46 days later, my good peoples. 46 days later. Where is Miss Nancy? Where is Miss Nancy Guthrie at, my good peoples? Where is she at?
First, and then letting me know, hey, I did this.
Let's listen in.
I don't know
to
what
Tucson.
to do with some
Shout out to Tucson.
If you guys saying, "Oh, I don't want to send it to the FBI," if you think you have information. Thank you, Fast Badger. Thank you, Crimson. Did Nano scare them? Who are you talking about? Yes, you need to see a driver's license or state ID. Each signature has to be individually notarized. I own a currency exchange. Wow. I've never met anybody that owned a currency exchange. But I have used a currency exchange going to Europe. Sharing Haltsfoot screenshots I was taking from your YouTube chat. Thank you for sending those screenshots. I was multitasking and I forgot that I was going to pull up the scanner. There's over 1 million, I think, in Pima County as far as registered voters. I haven't heard from JLR yet. Hello, ma'am.
Are you 857 Tucson?
Yes.
I haven't been able to get you on. Or am I interrupting?
No. Be right back.
I've been trying to get you on, and I get the talk, but I don't get you.
He must have one of his viewers out there, either that or a neighbor. Yeah, he was talking about the politics that's going on out there in Tucson, Arizona. Specifically, Pima County, wherever they're at right now, where Miss Nancy's from.
subscribed now, so when I'm live, if you get subscriptions, I should come up.
Oh, okay. All right. All righty.
What was your name?
My name's
Shirley Damien.
yeah, hi
Nice to
Damien.
meet you.
Yeah, I've been watching you with JLR.
Okay.
But anyway, I lived in this area, and I'm trying to figure out if my husband built evidence because
Really?
he built like 90% of the houses down in that. This is five.
Was there
There's
any bunkers or houses, like basement houses in this area? If you remember?
not that I know of. Because see, this all developed recently. I shouldn't say recently, like in the 60s, I think. These
Yeah.
were like 60s.
Yeah, 67.
And
Yeah.
this is, I think, Catalina Pond.
Okay.
And then there's a Catalina 60. And my husband built like 90% of the houses at one time in Catalina 7 up in
Did he build any out near like
I guess from what I'm understanding so far is that they're
the one right there?
the sheriff Nanos. I guess they're
Thanks for stopping by.
recounting or something dealing with politics.
And it was Shirley. I
So
didn't say
we'll
Shirley.
listen in to see what
Yeah.
856 Tucson or Tucson, see what he's talking about. I'm trying to listen to what she's saying.
had a friend that was in Santa Fe. Did you read that?
I heard something about New Mexico.
And that 2 years after her husband died, and there was a friendship, and then it became more of a friendship, and her kids never met. And she
I
went
heard
back,
about some.
and where did they put the big billboard?
Did they put down here?
They put one in New Mexico.
Oh, really?
That was the first one I looked at.
There's so many rabbit holes that I'm basically at a point where I don't even know where to go anymore.
I don't.
You know?
I don't either. It's just crazy. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry to
I
interrupt.
know. I got nothing but time. Time is all we got,
Well,
right?
I'll have to bring you coffee and water a couple times.
Oh, you're sweet. Thank you.
But
Have a
you're
good
not. I'll watch whenever you're.
Yeah, you're in there. I'm gonna say hi to you on the chat.
Okay.
Everyone just made my day. She made my day right there. Shirley, the sweet lady, stopped. She has been watching JLR, and she lives right down the area. Everyone, Shirley in the chat, she actually came by because she couldn't find the stream on her phone, and she wanted me to show her where it was. I got it up going. Shirley is tuned in now. I hope you have a beautiful day. Shirley, she was wearing a beautiful blouse, flower, lots of colors. She informed me that her husband actually built a lot of these houses in this neighborhood.
Mhm.
So give everybody purple hearts for Shirley. Have a beautiful day, Shirley. Thank you for stopping by. I got her subscribed to the channel now. She said she was trying to find it. She couldn't find it. She is tuned in now. She was listening as she drove off. She probably can't read the chat, but she will when she gets home. She drove over from her house just to get onto the stream because she couldn't find it. But she did say her husband did build all these houses, most of these houses in this neighborhood. Sweet lady.
Shout out to
How is
Miss
JLR
Shirley.
doing? I assume he's doing great. Like I said, he's at home. He was gone for 35 days. I'm sure he's recharging his batteries, taking care of errands, things like that. Best clue, doormat that wasn't protected, garbage cans that rolled out of the neighborhood, surrounding neighborhood on February 4th made me cry. Oh, I was thinking the same thing with the garbage cans. Flowers for Shirley. Lots of purple hearts. Sweetest lady. Anna, yes we will. Yes we will, Anna. Thank you. I texted him this morning. I'm waiting to hear if something breaks. I mean, as soon as something big breaks, he'll be right out here. But for him to be out here when it's 105, maybe come right after that. Which will happen first, sheriff recalled or Nancy found? That's a good poll. That's a good poll. Might have to pop up that poll. I'm so curious if JRL's still with his better. I don't know. This is getting too personal. I don't know about everybody. I don't care about people's personal lives. We're here as a team. Like, you know, people. Yeah, the New York Post, I saw that as well. That was hilarious. If Nanos finds Nancy, then he probably won't get recalled. It's a good point. Have a good day, Jill. Sorry you're having a rough one in the chat today. Hope you come back, though. Tomorrow's a new day. Don't sweat the small stuff. Welcome back, Joey Vibes. Joey Vibes has been in the chat for a long time. Thank you, Joey Vibes. Always suggest people go for the. I have thought that Nanos is laying low because Savannah PD him hush money to keep Annie and Tommaso from being arrested and making. That's a little bit far-fetched, but it's interesting comment. It's a little far-fetched. I sent you an email. I will read that. Thank you, J225KP. Exactly, Steph. Exactly. Everyone's has to take time to do what they got to do in life. Thank you, Petra. I appreciate that you're still supporting, and I am here. We do have the Starlink that will be activated as soon as I get into some air conditioning and I can open up the box and get everything unpacked. Thank you, Paul. Yep, I was really, it was just sweet. She goes, you know, I've been trying to follow your channel and it's not popping up. Can you do that? So I got her logged in. She is in. She is in. Woo. Yeah.
Were you here when they tore this down?
No, I came right after, but I mean, I saw the people who did it.
With neighbors?
Yeah, the HOA.
Well, I'm gonna get my friend and we're gonna come back and clean it up because now it looks terrible.
I mean, I don't know. I think it could look better, so that's probably a great idea.
They have that pile of stuff, and I'll see if I can get a box big enough to at least file them in there.
Yeah.
So if people want to go through them and look at them, they can.
Yeah.
Without putting them back up, because it just looks awful right now. I mean,
Yeah.
I understand picking up the stuff that the Javelina did.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's definitely cluttered, but that would be great. I didn't want to touch it because I don't want to get, but someone like you that's just.
why? Well, I've got you. My signs are still standing. But
Yeah. Well, thank you for putting those up.
Awful, so I'm gonna get a hold of Ruthie and see if she'll come back here and help me. I was gonna do it last night, but I'm just not comfortable being out here at night.
Yeah. Yeah, it gets dark.
Here anymore.
Yep, exactly. Well, they'll be back, I think, but the neighbors are getting real grumpy us being here, so
I can't blame them.
I don't
It
either.
looks like crap right now.
Yeah.
So I mean, I even posted on Facebook, if you're gonna take flowers up there, please buy silk flowers
Yep.
because they're beautiful.
Oh yeah.
They look real, and the javelina won't mess them up.
Nope.
They can't eat them.
Nope. Well, thank you for your
So,
doing that.
all right.
Have a good day.
You too.
Look at that sweet car. That is a sweet car. Getting all the stoppers today. Getting all the stoppers today. I can't believe they took away the flowers from the mailbox. That was a memorial. It was just the dead flowers they took away. It was just the dead flowers that they took away. Beautiful car, yep. Just the dead. But if Shirley is listening, Shirley, thank you again for stopping by. I know you were in the listening mode now, but thank you again.
Bad boys out there. They got
Deja, we do have all kinds of washes that
then
maybe somebody with like
Alinas.
an ATV or something.
That shit looks like they look like they're
You
like
go search the
pigs
washes.
or something. I couldn't live around no shit like that.
I haven't had time to check the email yet, guys. If I gotta get out of this, I gotta close the phone out for a minute. So if I do check that, I will close out, or not. It won't close out the stream, but I'll just put it on pause for like 30 seconds so I can glance at that. I need to get the email set up on my other phone. James knows a Brian Guthrie, aka. Oh yeah, I remember James. I remember James. Jim is coming back. Thank you, Judith. I saw on WBTV News here, Charlotte, North Carolina. I just got, hey, here's some fallout bunkers in the foothills. So there's people sending me fallout bunkers in the foothills. I guess I imagine it's on people's house. Oh, that's cool. Joe says, I have you on my phone, Mark the Shark on the TV, and your scanner on my iPad. Oh, wow. That is awesome. Alex, too, he said he'll be out here. I'm hoping we hear from Righteous Monkey. If you guys could get Righteous Monkey a follow on the YouTube. He's out here in Tucson, boots on the ground in Tucson, a local member. Early, has anybody went? Okay, I missed that email. I'm gonna go back and look at all of them though. I know people are spending that time sending the email, so I will get in there and take a look. Doing great, Jane. How are you doing? I'm not ready to take calls yet. I'm not ready to take calls yet. It breaks it into a whole nother realm when we start making the calls or taking the calls. I think we did calls for 2-3 weeks straight. The theories were getting way out there. I don't think I'm gonna take calls right now, guys. So we're not gonna even really do that right now. Everybody give Dolly Vision a follow too. Shout out Dolly Vision. Let's get him to 100,000 subscribers. Everybody get and help out the community. Dolly Vision on YouTube. He's almost to 100,000 subscribers. He's going to get his plaque. Let's help him do it. He's like, oh, I might get it by the end of the year. Or about. I'm saying, hey, maybe we could help Dolly get his plaque. He's almost to 100K subscribers. Neil Moore says, I really like Alex doing things, searching the washes in the middle of the night. Yeah, so that could be it. Like, there is some areas that, you know, everybody's just going with their hearts. With their skills. The neighbors, they have their own skills, and maybe, you know, it's intrusive to see people walking through. I know not that anyone can walk by anyone's house, but you know, if someone's walking behind your alley, you're gonna look. What is he doing in my alley? Is that my neighbor? Do I know this person? What? Why you admire my house? Right? That's a natural reaction of anybody. Maybe if you live in certain areas, maybe not. But thank you, Mary Eagle Horse. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tucson, for boots on the ground. Thank you, Mary Eagle Horse. Yeah, some people, you know, prefer, it's kind of like, I don't know what analogy I could use, but some people like watching certain news stations, right? And some people like watching other news stations. Some people like watching reality shows about cooking. Well, some people like to watch reality shows about housewives. Everybody likes, so you know, we don't have to bash anyone. Just if you don't like, you just go to where you like. A lot of people, I love watching Dolly Vision. I love watching Alex's lives. Righteous Monkey does great videos, great work in the community. But just got to switch it up. If you don't like it, move on. But let's help them get to 100K for the people that do want to support him. And let's help Righteous Monkey get to 20K followers today. Yep, Alex is a great bodyguard, nice guy, super. I mean, I haven't met anyone that's been, I could say was mean or I don't like them, or everybody's just been cool, genuine people. Genuine people. The ones I worry about are the ones at the media, the big media. Those are the ones that I have to say I don't trust them. They don't act like genuine. It's kind of like there's an ulterior motive. Thank you, Sam, for joining as a member. I've never heard anything bad said about that Dolly says about JLR. I mean, everybody I mean, he calls him the GOAT, actually. I've heard him call him the GOAT. JLR is the GOAT of this on the scene, boots on the ground. A lot of people are learning, and they can do this in their area, their city. He's an inspiration for people to go do this. The media's failing a lot of states, a lot of cities. They hire some kid right out of college. He's never even had a child. He's never even changed a diaper, but he's gonna go report the news. It's a lot of the media who everyone trusts so much. They're only telling, you know, a very small sliver of the story. They leave a lot out. Yeah, let's not talk about any sort of drama. I'm just trying to keep it positive. The goat. Never heard of a goat. So the goat is short for greatest of all time. Goat. Dolly was out here a couple times, and he said he is coming back at some point. We just don't know when. He's gonna come out here and ride some javelinas. He made a shirt with him riding a javelina. It's hilarious. It's a hilarious shirt. No, he's not here today. Oh, he's on the way now. Okay. Well, maybe we can ride around together one of the days. It's hard to stream with other people because I don't want to say it's hard, but you just have to figure out the dynamic, right? Like if I'm over here streaming right next to JLR and he's talking and we're over talking each other, it's really not good quality, right? So that's why when JLR was here, we just kind of teamed up. I was on the phone getting tips. People were coming over. I was running, telling him things. We kind of worked like that. If I would have been live when he's live, we would have literally been talking over each other. Not effective. That's why we did it that way, everybody. So if you guys watched the stream when we went out with DGL in DGL's car, I was on TikTok in the back, and each one was on their stream. We had 3 people streaming. We're sitting there over talking each other. It was, I bet it was annoying. So we just gotta be aware. Yeah, I don't get into the drama, so not looking for any problems or get into anybody else's old drama they have with somebody else, or they don't like this person, so they're not gonna like me. To me, I'm just don't have time. How's it go? I don't have time for that. The update of the day is we do have a Sheriff Nanos recall underway, organized by my friend running for Congress, Dan Gutierrez. Yesterday we had FBI in the neighborhood looking at a house behind Nancy's. They were interviewing the neighbors about different things that they saw on January 24th, so they're still investigating the neighbors to see if there was suspicious activity going on. Yeah, let's not talk about other streamers anymore, guys. People are in here, they can have an opinion, but let's just try to keep it cool. You do you solo. Don't get caught up in the social media mess. Yeah, I don't. You will not see me doing that. I will stick up for myself and my friends, as you guys know that. So I don't have any problem sticking up for myself and my friends. Well, I did notice that out of all the streamers, yeah, I don't know. I didn't see that. DGL is got such a great genuine personality, caring. I really love that guy. He's cool. Welcome in from Trenton, Georgia. No worries, no worries. Like I said, I don't like watching Real Housewives, right? But then this person loves Housewives. I don't not like them or watch Real House. So everybody has what they like, what they don't like. They can make their own choice. It's not even a big deal. It's just how life is. So it's not. Welcome in, Mike, Alabama watching. Nanos is getting recalled. Well, there's a recall going on. Criminal Network, Alex, shout out. There is a recall that has been started. Yes, says right here, JLR misses everyone so much that he speaks a lot. 857 and all you other friends, you guys are genuine, and that's it. It's I'm friends with people for life. If you become a friend to me, man, I'm your friend for life. We can't not be friends anymore unless you do me wrong. Welcome in, Georgia. Look exactly like your brother. Doppelganger out there. Thank you, Angel. I'm sorry to hear that. Everybody in the chat, please put your prayer hands in there for Fiona Miller. Send her some love and comfort during this difficult time. Everybody, please, Fiona, we're with you. Yeah, marijuana is legal in Arizona. It has been for a while. Thank you, Cindy. That is so sweet. Cindy says, I will be your friend for life. And that's the thing is a lot of people, sometimes they just need a friend. They just need a community. And just like Nancy had, just like the 13-year-old who was brutally killed at a park this week, he's got, we got victims out here. This is what I'm advocating. Holly Dasso. People missing people like Patricia Wu, who's still missing from Mount Lemon. They're chasing a homicide suspect. Oh no. Turn on the scanner, guys, if you can. Welcome, Deanne. Welcome. Thank you. A black SUV. Thank you, Sarah. He's updating me at what's going on. I can read. This is great. Thank you, Sarah. The house by Sue Allen is not a suspect house, guys. That house is not a suspect house. Welcome in, Northern Maine. Is that near Thomaston, Maine? Is that near Thomaston, Maine? Did the suspect get in the garage? Is it lifted up? Was in there waiting? That's a good question, and people have been thinking about the garage being a way that the suspect maybe got into the house. Where are Nancy's friends? That's what I've been wondering too, and maybe they're told to be quiet, not to talk, because it's going to bring the media to them, essentially. Colorado plates. Looks like an elderly couple. I am missing a lot of the chat, guys, so if I miss your comment, type it again. I'll try. We all want YouTubers to succeed. Just when you're Focus A doing, you did a lot for YouTubers visiting last month now. Thank you. That was a nice comment. Thank you. A recall is getting enough signatures basically to remove the elected official. And that's going to be the next mission, is if they can get the 120 Daisy says I could bring up parasocial relationship. There was one from Tucson. Robert Bardo. Robert Bardo. I'll have to look up that case. Top of the main border in Canada. Okay. I keep getting to turn on the scanner, guys. I don't want to miss the chat. I know it's way behind on it, but got to pull this scanner. Thornbridge Hills. Hi, this is Jen from the Hill. That 911 call mentioned Guthrie. That was from 2 nights ago, and someone broke in. What happened? Did anyone catch the 911 call for NG originally? I know it's blocked now. Nothing happened out of that call. They've never even reported. Like, no reporters were able to find anything out. We don't know. That happens a lot of times on police scanners. Is calls will come in, and then we never find out about what happened. Thank you again, Thornbridge. Now, as far as Nancy Guthrie's original call, that's a good question too, is because it's an active investigation, they have not released that information. Debbie says, have you always been interested in true crime? Yeah, in a sense. It's lived with me in a different way though, where, when I was 7 years old, I found a victim of a serial. I'm always very inquisitive. I follow a lot of news. I've been listening to the police scanner since I was in high school, just as a hobby. I would drive around in Phoenix when I had my company, and I would just listen to the scanner. So it's different. Everybody has their path of how they get to where they are, but it's always been a part. His name was Darren Bolton. He was put to death here in Arizona. Darren Bolton. And if you guys could say a angel prayer for Zasha Pickett. She was the victim. Welcome in, Beverly from SoCal. It was a long time ago, very long time ago, but I did grow up feeling, obviously a little on edge because she was kidnapped from her house at Speedway in Dodge. We got the link, we're just not hooked up until tomorrow. I think it's going to be active. I got to get into some air conditioning today and unbox it. Wanda says, come visit Florida. I love it. Florida's on the list for sure. Diane from Tucson, I didn't get the rest of your name, but try Senior Center in Tucson. A lot of senior centers carry items like that and they don't charge. I know. Okay, that's great. See, and that's what I love about the chat, is people helping people out. If I can't see the comment, you guys please help answer each other's comments. I know I miss some, and it takes time. They're over there typing away, and I miss it. It's kind of rude. So if I do miss it, if anyone in the chat, I thought NC Nurse was blocked. I don't know. Sometimes we block people for a 24-hour period, give them a chance to cool off. Yeah, I do remember Elizabeth Sealis, or Isabel Sealis. No update on Nancy. No update on Nancy or any of the suspect, anything like that. Thank you, Randy. Welcome in from West Virginia. Cindy remembers Zasha Pickett, and that name is, you know, what started here in Tucson. They had um, a thing where it was a neighborhood watch, they call it, and they put everybody. They put these signs at the front of all the neighborhoods, and you were supposed to get with your neighbors, and they called it a neighborhood watch. Maybe you guys have it in your town. School bus. Casey Anthony case. She went missing, figured out how the killer, but still have not recovered the body. A 13-year-old was beat up after getting off the bus. She later died. Shaquille O'Neal is paying for her funeral. Hey, buddy.
Damien, how are you?
Good. How you doing?
All right. Quite warm
Guy.
today. Yeah.
Guy Adams.
Um,
Can we put you on?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Guy Adams is here.
Why don't I sit on a rock in the shade?
Yeah.
Better than standing in the sun. Oh, man.
So, did you see the hit piece that New York Post put on the streamers yesterday?
I read it. I didn't think it was a hit. Like, I didn't think it was nasty.
Well, you know, when I read it, I immediately thought of you.
Right.
I go, he's gonna go back home.
I think
The streamers are out here.
But what is there anything? I read the New York. I think I read the New York Post piece last night.
Yeah.
Were you in it or?
No, I wasn't in that one, but they've been doing stories like that for a while.
But I don't think, were they particularly bad? I didn't think they.
No, it's just funny how they're covering it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think they're having to look at things differently a little bit because it's competition for you guys. You're executive, not you, but you're executives.
The way I see it, it's not direct competition. It's like
Yeah.
people who are interested in watching this stream, all the great people who are interested in watching this stream, aren't necessarily the same people who are going to be buying tomorrow's New York Times, or
Right.
New York Post, or whatever to get the late. The people following the streams are following it, blow by blow.
Right.
Every little.
Definitely different.
Has anything been happening since I was here last? What's that? 2 days ago?
You know, yesterday it was a little active.
Yeah.
FBI was in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Talking with neighbors. I'm sure you saw some of those reports, right?
Yeah.
And then the only thing that was really crazy is the sheriff came busting down the road pretty fast yesterday, and they went up to this house right here, pulled in the driveway. They got out and they started looking around the house. And I guess I talked to Sue Ellen, who's the other neighbor over here, very sweet neighbor. She said, I think
Is she the one who doesn't like people stopping their cars? Or
No,
that's
she doesn't. She's still sweet, but she doesn't like you stopping cars.
Right.
Now she said she was the one, I think, that called because it was her property they were on.
Who, the FBI?
Wow, look at this thing. Look at this. That was some crazy lighting on that front thing. Did you see those lights?
Yes. What was that?
I don't know.
So they were just searching a house. I read a story I can't remember where I read it, saying there's some interest in a property that the tenants might have moved out of quite recently. I don't know if it won't be that one, but I don't know where the property is, and I don't know what to think of it.
I don't think it's anything.
No.
From what the neighbors who I've been talking to about every day for the last however many days, weeks.
Yeah.
They were actually here when I was here on day 2, and they walk by twice a day. They'll be here. They would be a good interview for you.
I mean, I spent yesterday and I went to Phoenix.
Oh, okay.
I spoke to someone who knows a lot about at the university there. Who knows a lot about DNA and how you kind of go about testing DNA. It's quite interesting.
Yeah.
So what she said was, because I'm kind of wondering, like, why have we not? there was obviously blood outside the front door.
Mm-hmm.
That was tested very quickly, found to be Nancy's blood.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah,
there was
the
blood on
New York Times
there was a glove
reporter.
found a couple of miles away or whatever. That was tested, took a bit longer, nothing to do with the case.
I didn't think it
And then
ever did.
there's a third bit of DNA testing going on in this. I can't remember whether the sheriff or the FBI have said it's a mixed DNA from inside the house. And I was wondering what we should be thinking about. You know, what is mixed DNA?
Yeah.
Why is it taking so long? All that kind of stuff.
Thank you, Randy. So the mixed DNA, yeah.
So
What did you find out about that?
The lady I spoke to, she used to actually run forensics for Pima County. She's now
wow.
she now lectures in. She teaches people to be
ASU.
Yeah.
Okay.
In North Phoenix, they've got a number of Is it ASU? The ones with the, the pronged. What are they called?
The devil.
The devil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sun Devils.
I lived up there for 20 years, so I know Phoenix very well.
Okay. So she's a top forensic sort of DNA analyst. She's actually solved a couple of cold cases in the past. I can't remember the name of the case, but there was a woman who was body was found at a fairground in the early 1980s with her face all smashed in. They couldn't identify her, and she solved that case 30 years on.
Wow.
Using investigative DNA analysis.
What was her name? Do you remember?
The name of the victim?
No, the woman.
The woman?
The detector.
Yeah, she is.
People can look her up. A lot of people want to find the people who are the experts.
She is a lady. She's a professor. So
everybody's saying they love your accent. Guy is from the Daily Mail.
That's correct.
We got a nice $50 super chat from Randy. He says 857 have done a
Daily Mail,
fantastic job
New York
covering this
Times.
case. Thanks for the time, bro. Just tuned in and new developments on the case. Thank you.
He is a reporter from the Daily Mail.
Yes, from Connecticut.
Her name is Professor April Stonehouse.
April Stonehouse is someone he interviewed today about the DNA. Yesterday.
Now she stresses, she doesn't have any direct knowledge of this case.
No.
But she was happy to talk about how DNA testing works.
Right.
And basically what she said is, if you get like a primary DNA source, like blood, or someone's saliva, or other bodily fluids, which, it's the middle of the day, I won't get into the gritty
Right,
stuff.
exactly.
But dead easy to do a DNA test. You just run it through your machines, you take off a sample, run it through your machines, and you'll get a DNA.
Blood and other things like that.
If you get someone's blood, like they had on the doorstep in this house, it's really easy to run a DNA test. And they'd have been hoping, obviously, when they ran that DNA test, that it wasn't Nancy's blood.
Mm-hmm.
They'd be hoping it's whoever's taken Nancy's blood, because then that's proper evidence. Anyway, it was Nancy's blood, and they could work that out very, very quickly.
Yeah.
Because they'll have taken, for example, Nancy's toothbrush, so they get her DNA, and they'll have matched it to the blood on the doorstep. That's really easy to do.
So that's why maybe that wasn't such a big deal to them, other than there is blood there. They didn't find any.
It suggests that first of all, I mean, we don't know, because we don't know how that blood could have been there for months beforehand.
It didn't look old though. As far as some people said, it looked like fresh compared to like if it was there for 3 months or something.
From what I could see, it was like, it wasn't a large amount of blood. It was a bit like if you might have a nosebleed, like drops. And it suggests, if it appeared on the night she went missing, that suggests she was taken out the front door and
alive,
but injured.
Yeah.
So that's kind of informative, but doesn't help you find who's done it.
Mm-hmm.
The second bit of DNA testing they did, so that was a glove that they found
in the house, or where?
No, it was a couple of miles away. But it looked a bit like the glove the fellow was wearing in the doorstep camera footage.
Okay.
So they test the glove, and that will have been the DNA they got off that wasn't was an unfamiliar bit of DNA.
Mm-hmm.
They then run it through the national CODIS.
CODIS. Yep.
CODIS only has about 25 million people's DNA in it.
Mostly people that have been arrested, right?
Mostly, or convicted, actually. I think if you've been arrested but not charged, you can have it, or you don't fancy having your DNA on the national database, you can go to court to give it.
Yeah.
So, in any case, there's about 25 million records on that. There's about 340 million people in America.
It's hard now. I think maybe you're right. I thought we were at. Hold on, real quick. Yeah. So yeah, I thought we were 400 or 500 million.
I think it's 350. But I
Makes
could be
sense.
wrong. I could be wrong.
I could be wrong too.
Anyhow, it's not, as a proportion of the population, it's maybe it's less than 10%, but more than 5%.
Okay.
So there was no match on that. They then have a process called investigative. What's it? IgG, investigative genealogical.
That's the new stuff coming out.
So what they can do with that is, if they've got a strong bit of DNA, they can look at all sorts of there's all sorts of databases with people's DNA on, stuff like 23andMe. Those kind of organisations. People want to get a DNA test just to sort of see what their heritage is. There's also quite a lot out there. Like, let's say if you're an adopted child, you want to find your birth parents.
Oh, that's interesting.
So there's all these databases out there.
Yeah.
And they don't have, everyone in America on them, but they have a lot of people on them. So they.
Hold on one sec. Maybe she wants to talk. Hello.
So, I put in Miss Guthrie's address, right?
Yeah.
And maps and everything. I really didn't put in her address. I just put in the street. And it said, you're at your destination. How do you know where I'm going? I just put in the street. I didn't really know her address. I just found the street.
Really?
Right, and it directed me there. And I was like, I can't miss it because they have that memorial there. I didn't know they put yellow.
That's odd.
I expect it's because everyone's Googling this exact location.
Yes, so. Where are you from?
Me? I'm British.
I'm Brittany.
Hi, Brittany.
So, they're far down here, so that's okay. I just thought I'd
You can only stop for like a couple minutes, and then you'll get a call from somebody.
show if I want to live on, but I just thought I'd try to come down there so I had any feeling your vibes, listening to person.
Oh wow, that's amazing. You're doing that.
Yeah, so I started driving down here, and I just said, oh, I feel so sorry for her, dude. I just never was crying.
It's hard, yeah, when you're driving in here and you see how desolate it is. And
I didn't even know this thing existed.
yep.
It's different.
Well, thanks for coming out. Have a good day. Are you following on 857 Tucson on YouTube?
You on Google or no?
YouTube.
TikTok.
I am there, but not as often.
That's why I said peace. I was like, I think I've seen you before.
Oh yeah, I'm on TikTok.
Yeah, I do TikTok, but you're on YouTube too?
Yeah, we're live right now.
Are you really?
Yep.
You're filming me?
Got 6,600 people watching.
Are they watching me?
Well, no, that's just the front end of your
Or
car.
they can hear me or something?
Well, yeah.
They can hear your dulcet tones, Brittany.
Yeah, and seeing if I pick up anything. They're saying
Yeah, if you pick up anything, let us know.
there's a new lead from African American guy who's calling the county,
Haven't heard that one.
and that he was staking her out.
I haven't heard that one.
Discovering the joint or whatever you want to.
If you can, email me or DM me on TikTok.
Yeah, what's your name?
857 Tucson.
You go by 8527.
Well, no, if you can find me on there, it's Damien. Yep.
Yeah, this is sad because I moved here under witness protection. Guy got run over, another person saw us. I was in the center protected environment for a while. We saw cameras. Came here. My uncle was sheriff here for over 22 years.
Well, thanks for what you're doing out here. It's amazing. If you have any tips or you feel anything, reach out to me.
Yeah, I know. 8527 Tucson.
857.
857.
All the zip codes in Tucson start with 857.
857.
All right, nice meeting you.
You're YouTube.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I'm here, to feel safe.
Yep, we're watching.
This is something else. I guess Savannah's going back home to New York.
I haven't heard what she's up to, but I think she is in New York. Stay cool out there. It was good talking to you.
Oh, this is something else.
Well, we're gonna continue the interview with the car. It's kind of hard. We were having an interview
We're going to interview with
with Mr. Guy here.
Mr. Guy.
Yep. Guy Adams.
Guy Adams, because
He's a reporter.
you're a reporter?
Yeah.
Or
The Daily Mail of London.
Daily Mail.
Daily Mail? Oh, I've heard of that. Okay.
All right.
Have a beautiful
See you,
day.
Brittany.
Keep smiling. Keep smiling.
So back to the topic of DNA. So what you can do with, if you don't have someone hit on someone in the sort of CODIS database, you can look through all the databases there are, and you probably won't get a direct hit there either, but you might get someone whose DNA is very, very similar, and you say, okay, this person here, they're a first cousin, or a second cousin, or a third cousin of the person we're looking for.
That makes sense.
And then you can, so then if you can find that, you can then draw a family tree, and you know, it's a bit labor intensive, takes a bit of time.
I've heard of cases getting solved like this.
Right. So, and I don't know you.
Hello. No, I haven't heard anything. I was waiting. I thought you guys had it. I know everybody's waiting. We're all checking the news, and I'm waiting for sources and just nothing. Oh, that's sweet.
Wow.
That is sweet. Are you on the following on the YouTube? We're live on YouTube if you want to follow on your way home. 857 Tucson.
857 Tucson.
Yep.
Okay.
Ladies, tell me, how far is it San Antonio to here? It's a long drive, isn't it? How many hours have you been in that vehicle?
Stopped in El Paso. It's about 8 hours.
13 hours. Wow.
Oh, thank you, ma'am. That is sweet.
So,
Amen. Yes.
and how long are you going to be? Are you going straight home tonight? Are you going all the way back to El?
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh, good. Okay, well, I'll be saying prayers.
Yeah.
Yeah, follow along. It's a great community, and you know, we're just waiting for something to break. Yes. Safe travels, ladies. Thanks for stopping. Excuse me. Wait, let me get that. That's a beautiful statement. Let's say it one more time.
God is great and God is good and He'll be bringing her home.
Okay, amen.
Pray for her every day.
Thank you for that. That is so sweet, ladies. Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
Safe travels. All right, they are off. We keep it getting interrupted, but sweet ladies deserve attention. So, Guy, we were talking about the genealogy part of, you know, the DNA.
Yeah, so you can find a first cousin somewhere, and you then draw a family tree, and you can, let's say there's someone in that family tree who happens to live in Tucson. You go, okay, that's probably the person.
Yeah,
So-
you can connect the dots.
Right, and that sounds quite laborious. Actually, if you've got a lot of people working on it, which in this case they do,
Yeah.
you can actually do it pretty quickly. So in the case of the glove, the DNA from the glove, they found within pretty short order, they found that glove belonged to a restaurant worker from around here, had nothing to do with the case.
Yeah,
So
they found that out.
so that said to the lady I interviewed, that says to her, like, they've got a lot of people working on this case.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're wondering why the DNA from inside the house, we haven't had any results on it yet, haven't had any hits on it, she thinks, well, that's not because they're taking their time to do the kind of the investigative analysis, the family tree stuff.
Yeah.
They can do that stuff quite quickly in this case because they're putting a lot of resources
Yeah.
into it. The delay is going to be actually finding the DNA of the person they want from the DNA that's in the house. So the key phrase you'll have heard is mixed DNA.
Yeah, I keep hearing that.
So
I
what
never
that-
heard that.
so
Other
what-
than it makes sense.
So
Two
mixed-
DNAs mixed, right?
Mixed DNA, they'll have been things from inside the house and probably from inside Nancy's bedroom that have been bagged up and taken away in evidence. And the DNA analysts will go through those items and go, okay, let's take a swab from this. Let's see, you know, what's on it.
Yeah.
You know, if you've got a tissue, let's take a swab from that. Let's see if the whoever was in the house blew their nose, or maybe it's Nancy blowing her nose.
Yeah.
They can also pick up skin cells.
I was wondering about that.
You can get a DNA profile from a skin cell, but it's hard. And it takes much longer. You've got to find the skin cell, check there's enough DNA on it, all that kind of jazz. So it looks like what's happened is that they're analysing some items that have been taken, that were found in Nancy's house, items that have been bagged up, and they've run DNA tests on them, and they've ended up with a number of different people's DNA. Like, let's say there might be 3 or 4 different people's skin cells
and they had to rule out family members,
right,
because
so
obviously Annie's been in there, Savannah's, all her friends have been visiting.
So the DNA profile you'll get will be like a big mess.
Yeah.
And you have to go, okay, well, this is Nancy's DNA. Well, let's carve that out. Okay, who else might have been in that room? Here's a person. Who is this? Is this the cleaner? Is it a family member? Now, in a way, they're lucky because she was living alone. You know, if it was a family of 4 kids and stuff, with friends coming over, and it would be just awesome.
That makes sense.
So but they're still going to have to untangle a few people's DNA from the scene. They'll have to rule out, like, well, this person, we can explain why their DNA would be in there. Then we're not interested in them.
Yeah.
And that takes a long time.
Right.
And you're going on sometimes like incomplete DNA profiles.
I've heard that term, yeah.
Especially with skin samples.
Yeah.
So that would explain the roadblock.
Dog DNA.
Yeah.
Does that mix in too? Because someone just said she did have a dog.
I didn't know she had a dog, but it might be. Anyway,
yeah, interesting.
So her take was that the amount of resources that are being put into this case, they will get a sample. They will get a DNA sample, and if whoever abducted Nancy left any DNA, they will get there in the end, but it might take a lot of time. And the person obviously was wearing a ski mask, was wearing gloves.
I was going to ask you before.
That says that's
it's hard to drop DNA when he's wearing
correct.
All that, right?
So he's taken steps to try and not leave too much DNA at the scene, but you know, let's say he sneezed, let's say he had an itch and wiped his face, or you know, nothing is perfect.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think that's the best. And all the people I've spoken to the last few days, anyone who has knowledge of these investigations, how you might run them, you know, retired FBI agents, criminologists, they all say the similar things. And the 2 ways you're going to get a breakthrough in this case. Number 1 is some DNA.
Yeah.
Number 2 will be assuming that
Dolly!
You don't know me like that.
Oh, look at that Dolly in the house.
What's up, man?
I gotta get you on stream, man. Everybody like, Dolly's coming back. I'm like, first I heard, there he is. The man, back in the desert.
Living legend.
The legend. You didn't get the Corvette here though.
No, it's a room. This is
Yeah.
a room.
Oh, okay.
I can't fly with a Corvette.
All right. What's your plan today? You gonna stop for a minute and talk just for a minute? Just pull in for a minute over there. And you can't park. I'll show you in a minute though.
see, I think you Americans are terrible. I'm quite happy to walk 20 minutes to get here. It's not too bad. It just.
Tell me that tomorrow though. It's gonna be 100.
It's gonna be hot tomorrow.
Well, today's hot, but no, as long as you have water. I don't see you have a water though.
I didn't.
Well, see, this is what the thing is. Then we go, these foreigners come out to Arizona and they end up getting search calls because they go out and they don't think how bad it is.
Yeah.
It's a lot worse than you think.
Anyway, so 2 ways this case gets solved, right? Some DNA breakthrough. Second way, it's likely, we don't know for sure, it's highly likely there were more than one person involved in the abduction.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you think about it, like, how would a single person be able to get an entire human being out of the house without any sort? You know, it doesn't make
Unless
sense.
they walked her. I mean, if you
People
came
are
with and
heavy.
you're walking, they start walking. I
Yeah,
mean, you've
well,
seen it in the movies, right?
Nancy couldn't walk more than 50 yards unaided. So.
But I'll tell you, I've talked to a lot of neighbors. She wasn't pretty mobile compared to other people
Yeah.
that age. She was very mobile.
So anyway, if there's more than one person involved in the abduction, which I think is likely, there's an old mafia saying.
Yeah.
You ever heard it? 1 + 1 = 11.
Mm-hmm.
And that means if you're going to put concrete Wellington boots on someone, you're going to do anything, people involved in a crime, they'll talk. Things will leak. And very soon you'll have 11 people will know what's happened. And you know, there's a million reasons why someone would want to kind of give up information if they know it. And if there are 2 people involved in abduction, oh, that's London calling.
You need to call me back or get back.
I'm gonna go on a wander. Hello.
He's got to go on a wander. He's got to go on a wander. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go chat with Dolly, guys. Thank you. We are just on the scene as it comes. People want to talk. They want to get what they learned. So thank you. I got my Gatorade. I got water. I got Mountain Dew and a swig of Monster.
Give me the finger.
Oh yeah, we've had 2 fingers thrown up today.
Today?
So but we got them on film. So if they want to be jerks, but if you did want to park, there's a house. You'll see my green car. You know my green car I always drive. You can pull into that driveway.
Okay.
Just pull up so Mark can get in as well.
Okay.
There's 2 areas you can pull
What
in.
do you go up this hill here?
Just go right here, take a right.
You'll
see my green car on the left, about 3 houses up.
Okay, green car is it?
It's that house is empty right now. It's a Ford Flex.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I can do that.
If you wanted to park it here, this is. I mean, you got to be out in shade though, man. Out here, I don't want to be calling 911 on Dolly.
Yeah, I feel you. You know, I came all this way and I forgot to pack a pair of fucking shorts.
Shorts?
Yeah, I'm gonna go grab me some
Yeah.
later. I'm gonna hit the
Let me
store.
and send me your cash app because we're gonna need to get that chair back. I got this chair, but
I ain't worried about the chair.
no, but we need a place to sit. And I don't think you brought it.
I'm gonna go to the store tonight.
Okay.
I'll grab a chair and shit
Well,
while
I'm gonna
there.
get you back on that because I don't
Yeah.
have it. If I had it, someone snaked that for me.
Oh, I'm not worried about the chair. It's just a chair. Ain't the end of the damn world.
But I will have Starlink tomorrow though.
What made you set up on this side and not that side?
You know, right now, it was the better shade over here, and that's mainly it because it's hotter. It's the hottest it's been since you were here. Tomorrow it's 1 degree hotter, and then on Friday it's gonna be like 103.
Yeah.
So.
It was cold when I left Virginia this morning.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, it was like 35 degrees. I got here and was like, whoa.
Yep. I've been telling people in the chat, go get on Dolly. Let's get him to 100K. I'm trying to get that while you're out here. Let's get him that 100K.
There you go. I think I'm only 2K away.
Yeah. No, you should be.
I'm pretty close.
I'm saying by the end of this week. So everyone go give a follow to Dolly.
What all YouTubers out here still?
Mark, the Shark, me, and then some locals.
Is he a reporter?
He's a reporter from the Daily Mail London.
Oh, the Daily Mail London.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Daily Mail London. came
Well,
out all the way from London.
yeah, well, let me go park this car and I'll come back.
Okay.
Um, Probably should have stopped and got me something to drink. Anything about that? Seems so different out here, man.
Oh, you're
It's
telling
so
me.
quiet.
You're telling me.
Like I'm used to the whole road being filled, and it's just like, damn.
Well, now the neighbors are feeling real bold because they're coming out and like, oh, I'm gonna get him. He's the one guy.
The one lonely,
Yeah.
one lonely dude.
But a lot of them are really super cool. They understand, but they are frustrated too. You know, it's like,
Yeah, but it ain't that bad now. I don't even know why they got no parking signs anymore. I mean, it ain't like there's 1,000 vehicles. I could understand it when it was like 150 people out here. You know what I'm saying? But a couple people in the neighborhood, that's
I said, look, they keep saying all these cases, the suspect come back, Koberger driving by.
yeah.
Me being out here, I might this might be, not saying, we got a license plate now. Boom, we got the car. They drove by. I mean, I'm not saying, but you know, if they wanted to do anything, they're gonna do it when nobody's here.
I really doubt this dude would come. But I don't know. Criminals are stupid. I mean, I haven't met too many smart criminals.
Yeah,
exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was a pretty quick flight this morning. I was sitting around. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna go out there. I knew I was coming today, but I was gonna leave later in the day. But I went ahead and left early this morning.
Hi.
How's it going?
All right.
Nice to meet you, Jimmy.
Right. Hi, Jimmy.
Nice to meet you.
You're a streamer. Like
Yeah,
Mr. Damien?
yeah, something like that.
He's got a lot more hours on his belt than me.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a gazebo, does he?
I don't have a good
No,
picture.
He doesn't have a cold box.
It's a
He's
mutual.
amateur hour. Amateur hour. Like me. I
Yeah.
don't even have a hat.
You don't even have a hat? Oh Lord.
Yeah, you need to get one of those for sure.
I see someone's been along and cleared up all the old flowers and put some new ones
Yeah.
down.
Yeah, they came. They came.
Who does that? Like the rubbish bin people or the...
No, that was actually organized by the family, or not the family, the HOA.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say neighbors, not family. The neighbors came over. They had their blower out, and they were prepared.
I'll
and
be
so,
back. I'm gonna go grab me a drink and then I'll
Yeah.
park and walk back.
Okay.
Talk about HOAs. So this is a public road, right?
Yeah.
But sometimes you get like a neighborhood that's all private.
What do you mean private?
Like private, you get like gated communities.
Oh, gated,
in
yeah.
America, right?
Mhm.
But this isn't one. So is the HOA? They can they're responsible for like. Are they one of those, like they say, like, you know, you can't build a 4-story house in this neighborhood, or you can't, like, they make rules, right? But,
Yeah, every HOA is different.
yeah.
So you have this is a less strict HOA.
Yeah.
I think she said it was $50 a year.
Right.
That's not an HOA. That's
Well,
so there's some that are very strict.
well, some are quite, yeah. I guess because they're not running any communal, like, park or anything. But maybe they're doing a bit of litter picking and.
And that's the thing. It's kind of like any neighborhood. Every neighborhood has its own, you know, unique culture of what it is. I've lived in HOAs where you leave, you know, your Christmas lights can't be up past, you know, like January 10th.
Oh, I see. Well, quite
Okay.
right.
And then
Quite
if
right.
you don't take your lights down,
Yeah.
guess what happens? You get fined. So then guess what happens if you still don't do it? They put a lien on your house.
I see.
So and if you don't pay your fines, they can put a lien on your house.
It sounds like an absolute nightmare for if you get a real busybody in the neighborhood who's like obsessed with the rules.
I've had it happen. Like if your grass isn't cut,
Uh-huh.
you know, boom, you'll get the notice, you'll get the fine, and then they just keep escalating it. And then they'll get the lawyers involved. They'll start, you know, it's crazy. It really is. Some of them are okay in the sense of it keeps the home value up.
Mm-hmm.
So say you move in and you have 22 cars that you're working on,
Yeah.
and you park them all in your driveway, and your friends are coming over drinking beer in the front yard. Well, now the HOA would have a reason to go, hey, buddy, you can't have that.
Yeah.
Keeps the home value now, the neighborhoods.
Mhm.
So that is the positive and the negative to them.
Yeah, I think stipulating how often you can cut your grass, you must cut your grass, sounds a bit punchy to me.
It is, but it's.
What if you go on holiday? I suppose you have to get someone to come around and cut it.
It has to get pretty bad. I mean, it's not. They're not. But if it does get bad, where people do complain, you'll have one of those neighbors. Maybe I don't know if you guys have that kind of people that get in people's business. Oh, look, they haven't painted their house in 10 years. Look at it.
Yeah, you can get a bit of it. With in the UK, it tends to the big disputes tend to be planning disputes. So, someone will. The most petty ones will be like you'll have two people with houses right next to each other, right, and someone will put up a garden fence that's 3 inches, different from where it was before, or there'll be some big court case, and the court case will end up costing hundreds of thousands of pounds over 3 inches of yard, or you'll get like a pointless dispute over, oh, so and so can't park their car here, we want them to park it there, and
right.
Yeah, people get a bit petty about that stuff. So tell me, Damien, how many days have you been here now? You've been here every day since it?
Yeah, there was
Well,
one day I
mate.
missed because I had a funeral, but
We gonna listen to this interview and then we gonna get up out of here.
It's a lot.
They got Dolly Vision in the
What hours are
house.
you doing? Do you have set
right
hours?
now, I mean,
With
I
away
have
from
another
Virginia.
responsibilities in the morning, so I've been.
I think he's out by the
like
beach.
11 or 12.
In
Right.
PA.
And you stay till it gets dark.
Yeah, we've been watching the sunset. A lot of people, JLR, who, if you look, do you know JLR? JLR
I know his
had him.
work. Yeah.
Yep.
But he's not here anymore, right? Or
Nope.
Was he from Tucson?
No, he's
So
not from
he'd
Tucson.
Come into yeah.
Yeah.
And you're, I guess, like, you think it's better just to be static here rather than.
No, it's really about, yesterday, for instance, was a good example, right? There's people that have emotional ties. You have beautiful women that just drove by.
Yes.
They're feeling emotional, right?
Yeah.
We're here. They want to talk to someone that's connected, that's been here, because it helps them go home. Maybe they'll sleep better, right? Hey, we know we're on it. As far as the community, that's why I think, as far as being here.
Excuse me. Hey. Yeah. I think it's it should probably be an either or. Okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. Night night. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Oh, I found an email.
The HOAs can legally issue a foreclosure order legally. In most places, the court has to issue a foreclosure judgment against the property owner, even if it's paid off mortgages. So yeah, they could take your house if it gets really bad.
Oh dear. Well, you better cut your lawn.
Yeah, right.
What's the? I mean, is there people who are following the case on your stream? What's the feeling about like where things are at? Do they think we're going to get a break soon, or is it?
Well, let me say, do you guys think we're gonna get a break, or is this gonna turn a break within 60 days? Right? Today's day 46. So I'm saying
60. Okay. That's
so
2 weeks.
if we can get a break within 60 days, or is it gonna be, in my mind, we can call it a minor cold case if it hits over. I mean, maybe not officially, but in the public size, 60 days, I think they're thinking this might go to a cold case. So put it in the chat, break or cold. Break or cold.
We do a poll.
Yeah, no, doing a poll. Cold, break or cold? Cold case, cold case, cold, 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 cold case, break, cold. So it seems like cold is, people are
Cold,
thinking,
yeah. Interesting. I think that would dovetail with.
what's
Well,
a cold? We got a break. There are some breaks coming in. Break, break, break. We got 5 or 6, so it's.
yeah, but I think on the DNA front, I'd have thought within the next, couple of weeks, if there's anything there.
That's what people keep saying, is that's the one piece that
And the other question I don't think's been established, and it's kind of an interesting one to me anyway. How did the person or people get into the house?
I've been
So-
asking that. That's my main question that people have asked me. What's the one question if you had that you could find out? I mean, obviously there's more, but that would be the one.
Well, I think, am I right in saying there's a kind of one of those metal cages over the front door of this house?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a pretty secure front door, but I think I'm right in saying that out the back there's like a patio with a full length. Those doors are never that secure. So I would say she was taken out the front door, but whoever came in got in round the back, or maybe in the garage when it was shutting. But
Something detailed me today that the guy at the front that we all saw,
Yeah.
that he looked like he was waiting to be let in, right? And it makes sense. So, basically, you know, if they were in the back and he's in the front, because they eventually want to take her out the front door, he's waiting for them because he didn't try to get in. He just went up there. He's kind of.
But we don't know what he did after he.
No.
We don't know what time that video was shot. First of all,
Yeah.
we don't know what he did after he put the vegetation over the camera.
Eddie says 857 is so lost he don't know it's FBI. Okay, thank you, Eddie.
What does Eddie mean by
I don't know. Eddie needs a gummy. He needs a gummy.
850? He's talking about you, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think you're lost, but I mean, depends. By lost, does he mean we don't know what's happened? Well, he'd be right about that.
He might be thinking that he actually thinks the FBI took Nancy. That's how crazy
okay.
some of these theories are. I
Guys,
mean, I'm not going to put it past some people. I've heard people go, Nanos did it. So
Yeah, I think, ladies and gentlemen, we should apply the principle of Occam's razor
there
to,
we go.
to this case.
We've been using Mel77 or Watching the World Mel77 YouTube channel. He says stupid simple theory.
You discount all the least probable things.
Yeah.
You'll get a couple of things. Now look, obviously abduction's very rare and unusual, so it is still unusual, but it's more usual than the FBI deciding to to make the mother of a TV host disappear. There'd be no. Why would the FBI do that?
Yeah, it's
Why
silly.
would a local sheriff do that? I'd have thought the sheriff's having an absolute nightmare. Poor chap.
No, it's
No one likes him at the moment. He's got lawmakers trying to get rid of him. He's got people crawling over his CV. Can't even go and watch a basketball match without my fine news organisation taking a picture and sticking it on.
Did you guys take that picture?
I think I was a Daily Mail exclusive. Yeah.
Oh wow.
My colleagues in the States.
Oh wow.
So look, he's having a.
I got a lot of slack about that for posting that he went to the game, because people go, he needs to be able to enjoy himself. I got a whole local people really that
So
you
yes, I would say he's an elected official, and I think in politics, a lot of your mandate is about messaging.
Yeah.
I'd say if you want to watch the basketball, watch it at home.
Exactly.
Don't go out.
I don't think it looked that good.
I don't think it was
what
a
do I
great
know?
look. Of course, he's got to have time off, but maybe in retrospect, I think he probably regrets doing that. I don't know what to think about him, because obviously one has criticisms of the way he's handled this case. Um, but no one's perfect. No investigation's perfect. What I would say is his clear-up rate for murders, 100% last year.
I don't know about 100%, but
I think
it's
it's
high.
12 from 12. I might be wrong, but I think
Yeah.
like that's murders, but that's pretty good. So
Yeah, no, the detectives, I know my one of my best friends is friends with the detectives. The detectives are doing everything they can. But here's the thing, and this is, if you watch my live yesterday at the beginning, I went on a big spiel, right? You know that term, right? A
Yeah,
spiel? Spiel? I went on a big spiel
we
about...
might call it a rant.
A rant. I went on a rant about, so they get whatever evidence they can get in the house, right? But once the suspects leave, it's up to the city to get leads, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if the suspect leaves, they're not going to go over here to the next mansion and pull in and go, "Hey, we got Nance."
Yeah.
Most likely, they're going to go into areas that are crime-ridden, right? Criminals, if this is a local group.
Yeah.
So it's crazy that there's no cameras. There's not one photo that they can put, this vehicle was seen, or maybe a couple vehicles. Hey, we need to talk to these people.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where the city, I think, has, if you go to any other city and you try to drive around, you're going to be on camera.
Well, it depends what neighborhood, to be fair. Like, I can see why you don't have a camera on every street corner here.
Main roads.
One of the nice things about this neighborhood is, you know that thing you have in a lot of bits of America where you go to a street and there's all these electricity wires all over the place. They're all buried here. They're all underground. It's nice.
Not in Tucson, it's not like that though.
No.
Have you driven around Tucson?
Well, in central Tucson it is, to be fair. I went to that nice Mexican restaurant you recommended the other day.
Yeah.
That's a good restaurant.
Oh yeah, best in America.
I don't know about that. You know, I'll reserve judgment.
Mexican
on that one.
restaurant.
I normally find Mexican food very overrated, or American Mexican food.
Yeah.
And Mexican food even more overrated. I've had some really disgusting meals in America, but that restaurant. Well, remind me what it's called. I had a very good dinner there.
Good. People are asking if the crime rate is bad in UK.
It depends on the crime. So, in the UK, in parts of the UK, London, for example, if you were to walk around central London with an expensive watch and your phone out like this, you might get robbed.
Oh, okay.
But our murder rate's much lower than yours.
Yeah.
Probably because we have far fewer people with guns.
Mm-hmm.
So it's quite hard to murder someone without a gun. You've got to be a bit more creative. Knife, maybe. Probably. We certainly don't have as many mass shootings.
Yeah.
But then other crimes, I think burglary rates are a bit higher in the UK. Although, funnily enough, burglaries have been declining all over the place.
Now, do you have like the organized crime there in
A bit of drugs, you know. I mean, your drugs gangs will all be Mexican, right? In this part of the world. I'd have thought most of the narcotics will be coming over the border. Or
what happens is the cartel is a supply and demand thing, right?
Mm.
They're in business with the citizens of America, not all, American citizens.
Yeah.
And they set up shop with somebody who's a citizen.
If you want to
as far as
catch
them
the rest of this interview,
they're just getting it to the states.
Yeah.
And then
go on to
American gangs that
Tucson's channel, and you could continue to watch it in its full entirety there.
Run by Albanians at the moment.
My time has come to bring this party to an end.
I don't know what our
So with that, my good friends,
I'd be interested to know.
yours is probably lower than ours.
It might be.
with that, I am going to close this out. Let's keep praying for Miss Nancy, my good peoples. Let's continue to pray for all the missing folks out in this world. It's a sad situation. And the ones that suffer the most it's the family members. I hear, stressed out looking for their loved ones. As Nancy Guthrie's case reaches 46 days, 46 long days of this lady missing, the silence only raises more questions. Whether it's gaps in the investigation or concerns surrounding the whole Arizona political scene, one thing remains clear: this case cannot be ignored. We will continue to follow every lead, ask the hard questions, and keep the spotlight on Miss Nancy's story until answers are found. If you have any information, no matter how small it may seem, speak up, because even the smallest detail can make a difference. And that's not only just for Miss Nancy, but that's for little Dulce Maria, or the other young lady that's missing, the Pine Barrens, Danielle. It goes for all the missing folks out there. Stay aware, stay engaged, and most importantly, don't let these missing people's names fade away. With that said, my good peoples, if you're not already a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Smash on that like button, and we'll catch you on the next one. Y'all make it an amazing evening. Peace.